Hello, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and everyone else. This is Apocalypse Angels, session 2 of 4, as hosted on the Gauntlet Dash RPG. If you're curious about who I am, who we are, and everything, please check out the first episode. Because if you do, you'll find out everything you need to know about myself and these lovely people I have with me. But in the essence of time, I am going to be skipping over the introductions and getting into the gritty game itself. Let's start going with the beginning of session stuff of highlighting stats and beginning of session moves. So, starting with Lively, who highlights for you this session?
That is.
And I think you get the luxury of choosing.
Yes, I do. Let's go with Rat.
Let's see. You've been sharp and weird last time. Cool.
Well, you picked the one I was going to pick, and I will continue to be slightly nice and highlight your weird. But up next, Rat, who highlights for you?
I think, yeah, that's Calliope.
Let's see you. I want to see you be sharp. Smarty pants. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and let's keep this train going. I want to see you be weird.
I can be weird. Can always be weird.
Calliope, choose your guns.
I'll have Rat choose for me.
So much power today. Yeah, I mean, hard.
And let me make sure I'm doing this right, because you roll weird with hard, in battle at least. Let's highlight your cool. See if you can keep a nice head while hunting. And just to let you guys know, the marked boxes are not used in this game. I don't know. I think this is a very wonky character keeper, but every time you roll a highlighted stat, you mark XP.
Okay. So I was assuming that was just once per scene, and that's why we had the mark.
Nope, this is
No, okay.
not sure why it's there. And Bleak, who highlights for you?
Lively. In that case, I will be nice and highlight Sharp.
And I think you may need to see some action. Let's see hard. And I believe that we need to roll visions now. So I will link the roll room. It is in our CATS document, which is where we're keeping our lines and veils, everyone, just as a reminder. But if you need it, here's the link.
Uh, 5.
Oh, I hold 3, which means we have to start this session with a vision. Well, I'm going to spend 2, and I get to pick who you're with and where you are this time. Do you mind if I use, besides the one that was knocked off, any from the list I posted in the chat?
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, let me I will say that, let me bring up the no one too. Yeah, I think you are in you're in the skeletal ruins. No, I think, let's see, there we go. You are in a place where the stars are visible in black sky with impossible clarity. And you are with your first victim, their eyes begging for mercy. But I will be kind. Tell us who your first victim is.
Um, actually, let me look at that cat's document real quick here.
No sweat.
I don't want to stomp on anything in there. Um, okay. Um, my first victim was a guy who tried to attack I don't know, wherever the hell I was at the time, with like whatever gang or
Yeah,
clan or group or cult or who I was in at the time.
yeah. So I think this person is you, and I think you have an impossibly sharp knife, brilliant and glittering in the starry sky, coated in blood, reflecting the stars in your eyes as you look down. The person holding their wound, blood pooling under them as their eyes beg your forgiveness. I can't stay anymore. What we're doing is wrong. We were trained to do the wrong things. You have to believe me. You have to you have to see it too, don't you?
Uh, um, I don't think I would say anything.
And there are footsteps behind you in the darkness. What
I
do you oh, go ahead.
turn around and brandish the knife.
There is a gleaming figure. A figure whose head is not, their face is not visible in the darkness, but their outfit is gleaming with medallions of war under the starlight. They're a defector. You know what to do if you want to stay with your clan.
Uh, I stab the person with the medallions.
Yeah, their body folds over in pain, clutching at their stomach. Hoon's face leers over you. Traitors, both of you. The vision clears as we see Calliope and Rat riding in the hovering van, the bounty paper that Desba handed over for the newest upgraded bounty on Hoon's head, fluttering in the crack, in the breeze from the crack on the shielding of the hovercraft. Yeah, Mark, experience for that vision. And Calliope, Rat seems to be a bit distracted while driving a vehicle in the air.
I think that I just like this is just kind of like just to like a poke in, kind of two fingers sort of poke in the shoulder. Hey, stay with me.
I think I like jerk, and that's when the The hovercraft like tilts a little bit. Like, oh, yeah, sure. We're good. We're good.
Do you need? I mean, are you going to stay awake for this? Do you need some stims or something like that?
No, I'm good. I've just got lost in thought. It's
Yeah. So you understand that there's probably going to be people shooting at us, right?
yes, that's Do they ever send you anywhere there's not shooting?
Well, I mean, yeah. Sometimes I get stabbed.
Fair.
So just I like you're not going to get distracted when
I
it
sure
gets
hope not.
okay. Okay. I just want to tell you that if it does look like you're getting distracted, I made you more than just poke you in the shoulder to bring you back, and I don't want you to take that personally.
I won't. No, I was going to ask you to do that just in case.
Okay. All right. Okay.
On the horizon, finally, gilded in green and flowing with waters of life, is Freehold. Are you going to land outside or try to fly over the gates?
What's the? I mean, can I? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Bethany, please.
Oh no, I think you're going to ask what I was going to go ahead.
I mean, can we get the lay of the land?
Exactly. Do you want? There is the city itself is sprawling and expansive, covered in reclamation over the decay. There are tattered skyscrapers, no longer scraping the sky, but vacuously reaching for something they can no longer touch. There are old buildings that have been reclaimed. It feels like a community, more of a commune. There are people walking the streets. It looks, for all intents and purposes, like almost like what you would think a medieval town of the modern age would be, but without any of that tacky stuff in the Dark Ages, like too much disease or violence. There are on the gates, which are I think the main there was a lake nearby, and they have dug a moat around Freehold, and on the the bit, like some of the urban decay has been repurposed into the towers and walls outside. There are guards standing out, but these are the ones of the outcasts, the ones who had no place to go, even in Chains Inn sometimes, the ones welcomed into the Fomorian court. And
So,
go ahead.
so is it? I feel like it's reasonable to call this a charge situation.
Exactly.
We are
Read the
flying
situation if
into.
you'd like.
Rat, you wanna? I mean, you're flying. You wanna eyeball stuff and see what's going on?
Either one of you.
Well, Rat gets to mark XP if he does
Exactly.
it. So, or they do it rather. So yeah.
Right. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. I would love to. Okay, that's much better. 8.
You ask one immediately.
Look at the list.
Pull these moves up again myself.
Where'd they go? I had it open.
27.
Oh, well.
27 of the ref book.
There's 27. Well, what's my best way in?
Okay, I'll clarify. Is your best way the safest or the fastest way?
I feel like the fastest might also be the safest.
Okay, I'll again be the fastest way is to just keep flying over the gates. The safest is to stop and state your business and whom you are. Who you are. Yeah.
Right, but then we would be inside the gates without transportation outside.
Oh no, they you would have to be welcomed into the city, but you could bring your vehicle in then.
Ah, I see. Uh, are either of us good liars? No. No, I'll try. Why not? I'll try bullshitting them.
Okay, yeah, you land just do you land at the gates or?
Yep.
Yeah, as the hovercraft stops, let me find the picture of I have an entire Fomorian court ready. But a woman comes to your vehicle. She has arm braces on and a full bodysuit. The shadows move unnaturally around her, seeming almost to prop her up.
Oh, okay. That's definitely somebody we want to mess with.
Who goes there, and what business do you have in Freehold?
I
Okay.
and I just I am stepping down off of the thing and slinging my weapons on and stuff like that, and I say to her, I'm Calliope Midnight. I'm a bounty hunter. I'm here because well, you've got a undercover American Empire agent running around in your house, and I'm here to exterminate it.
The woman raises an eyebrow and almost looks over her shoulder, but decides it's better than to take her eyes off someone with so many weapons. Do you have proof of this? You have Desba's word. So I mean,
you know what? I say I have the fact. I say my proof is the fact that I'm here carrying this. I say, pointing at like my rocket launcher. Otherwise, I wouldn't be setting foot in your collaboration as told.
and she chuckles. Even you would be welcome in Freehold should you ever need a place. If you are truly hunting vermin, then we welcome you. And she looks at Rat. Are you here with their deeds as well?
I am.
And she looks at Calliope. She looks at Rat. For someone with such intense weaponry, you have interesting backup. Welcome. The shadows unfurl from around her, and two giant hands reach out of an abyss and open the gates to Freehold.
And I just kind of throw throw a glance over my shoulder at Rat, just kind of hook my head like this.
Sure.
And say, you might want to lock those from the outside so that the vermin can't get out. And just go walking in.
Rat, you fly in with your vehicle?
Oh, can we bring the vehicle in?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think that's probably a good plan.
Oh yeah, then I'll hop back on. But like I'm not getting all the way in. I'm doing that thing where I like put like one foot on it and like kind of hang on to the rail with the other and just sort of ride it in.
I like to imagine that like when
like this. Like I'm coming in on the side of the stagecoach with my gun up, kind of thing.
I love that. I like to imagine when the power's turned on, Rat has to quickly slap like
it definitely has some personality and like some tricks that you have to do to make it work.
I imagine like this is like the Jetson car, like the glass almost slides over Calliope. It's like jam, stop, don't come down.
Oh no, it jams like by itself. It doesn't ever close all the way.
Lovely, even better. But yeah, y'all are flying in, and let's cut back to Silk Street momentarily. Bleak, you have been dealing with the patients well and have lots of new information thanks to Lively. What are you doing?
The moment I'm trying to remember exactly what I found out from Lively. I know there was the whole thing.
The sonic interference that made
Right,
people
that drove the animals crazy.
it seemed to have driven lots of people crazy. That only few were spared from it.
Oh man, I don't know. I guess Bleak would probably be like, just kind of wrapping up what he was working on before, and just uh talking to Lively to try and get an idea of what it is. Is it where the hell did that cat go? I'm gonna find the cat.
Lively, do you have the cat?
I think so, yeah.
I like to imagine that Lively is sitting down and that Violation Glove is petting a purring cat.
That's good. Yeah.
That's really creepy. So so the cat you pulled out of her head, I've never quite seen anything like that before. Do you do that frequently?
Yeah.
All right.
It's not
But
always cats.
well, I would think not, but so is it real? Is it like a ghost, or I don't?
It's perfectly simple. This is a real live cat that I pulled out of someone's head by reaching through a dimension of psychic maelstroms.
I know the dimension of psychic maelstroms, but I've never seen cats come through before. So, all right. So, is it still affected by whatever?
Well, it's not clawing me, so I'm gonna guess no.
The cat rolls over and exposes its tummy.
Aw, who's not a murder kitten?
And Rat said the sound was coming from you.
Yes.
Huh. You mind if I look in your head?
How?
It's just like a side effect that happens to me every once in a while.
Take a peek. Go ahead. I dare you.
Now I do have that as part of my healing touch that it accidentally happens. Can I just try and open the psychic maelstrom?
Yeah, I will allow this. Roll weird to open your brain. We will see how well this goes.
Okay, so +1, so that'll be a 9.
Yeah, so confusing or bizarre, but yeah. Lively, what was the first thing you brought out of the psychic maelstrom?
I think it was probably something pretty dangerous and terrifying, like maybe some kind of war machine or something.
Yeah, I think like you see Lively a lot younger. Violation Glove is a lot more glove and less violation, and she's putting the crown of the adornment upon a person obviously from the American Empire. You will never learn our secrets. You will never know what we're up to. Lively chuckles and taps his forehead. An opening comes out, and from a field of battle, Lively reaches into a tank that is being powered by an American Empire soldier and presses the self-destruct button, then steps back from the psychic maelstrom.
That didn't help, but I'm even more freaked out now. And no cats. All right, so we go back to basics. The lady. Where's the lady from? Let's go check. I'm going to go check out her place. If you want to come along, you can.
Oh,
I don't
and
think you'll have any more cats.
was the augury you picked stable with no bleeding? Lively. From last game.
So what was that?
Was the augury options you picked
I think it
stable and
was. I reached deep, and there was no bleed. I think.
I know you reached deep. I don't remember if it was stable or if it would last without you focusing on it, because I have an idea if it wasn't stable.
It was stable. It was definitely stable. So,
Mm.
I mean, we can change that if we want. If you have a good idea.
I think I'm going to use the idea anyway. Feel free to script change it if it's not up to your part. But the cat stretches, yawns, its back cracks a little. It looks up at Bleak. She's from Swan Song. You know that. The cat says in perfectly clipped English. In
Who's that
lively
clever
voice.
Yeah, Lively is just delighted by this. Like, who's a clever kitty? That was very helpful. Let's go to Swan's End.
And in Lively's voice, I am, yay, purr, purr. And it's like hearing Lively purr. It's very disconcerting. You hear a clinking as from the masks with the broken chain links on it as Diabolique comes up behind you, her giant musket slung on her back. Excuse me, but did that cat speak?
Yep.
Huh. Didn't know that could happen. I'm going to call you Darwin.
Yep. Bleak and I were going to go check out. It was a Swan song to see if we can track down what happened there.
Did you ask the cat what happened?
We got a vision from her point of view, so
Yeah, but did you ask it?
I don't think so. Darlin, what happened in Swan Song?
The cat hops off Lively's lap and puffs up its tail. Well, there was this weird sound that I don't think many of the humans heard. And then it landed. And then the cacophony started. It hurt, and I had to make it stop. I'm very sorry. Lots of people had to make it stop, I think. There was chaos. I hid afterwards.
What landed?
I just heard it land. I never got to see it. Do you want to read the cat?
Sure. So read a person?
Yes, it counts. This cat is now a person.
Where'd my dice go? There they are.
Dexstar is a good kitty.
Okay, that is 12.
You hold 3 and mark XP.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Are they telling the truth, as far as I can tell?
It doesn't seem like they're lying. They're telling their truth, what they know.
Okay.
And feel free, with these, unlike situation, you can continue the conversation and spend the whole during the conversation.
Yeah. When did the sound stop? Did anything happen? Did anything leave or anything like that?
Well, lots of the humans were fighting each other. Lots of the people. It was bad. I hid afterwards, and I mean the sound stopped for me. The resonation stopped, but it was pretty bad afterwards. Friends fighting friends, family fighting family.
Hmm. Do you? What kind of sound was it? Was it, a constant or beeping or what?
It was the terrible shriek of a predator coming to get me that I knew I had to stop.
Lively, you have any questions for the cat?
I think we're gonna have to go to Swan Song to pick up the details. Or to, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to go with us, cat?
Uh, the cat looks at Lively, looks at Bleak. Are we traveling the same way I got here?
No, we're gonna take the normal route.
Mm, I don't know. It's kind of nice here. There's no sound. There's nothing left in Swan Song, really.
Hey, Diabolique, you just got a cat. And I'll just kind of shove the cat into her arms.
Diabolique looks down at the cat. I am going to give you so much fish. And she walks away with Darwin cooing to it. Do you maybe want to go to Ida Bomb and see about borrowing a vehicle?
Yeah.
I think that'd be for the best, yeah.
Unless you have a car or vehicle.
I do not.
Okay. So we'll head to Ida Bomb.
And Ida Bomb is at the moment performing at the Pink Flamingo.
Sounds good. I'll get a drink.
Yeah, as you guys walk to the Pink Flamingo, Silk Street looking as good as it can for the moment. You get inside. There is Ida Bomb is doing some hard and powerful Vogue up on the stage. There is a DJ producing some sick beats, and I think people are cheering, but Ida performs often. It's more the guests to Silk Street than the regulars who are watching, except for those who want to perfect their dance moves. And the bartender is Fada, this big, burly Latino man dressed in a butcher's apron, combat fatigues with a cleaver the size of a short sword strapped to his back.
That reminds me. I didn't. Do we need to do a thing for barter at the beginning of the session?
Not this session. It's not. I'm gonna say it's not been long enough for that.
Okay. All right. So I will, and enjoy a drink and wait for Ida to end her set and talk to Vada. And what kind of mood's Ida in today? She's looking good.
She's working off some steam, you know. I mean, she's worried about those people under her care, but worried more that what happened to Swan Song is going to happen to Silk Street. We don't know what the hell happened there.
We're looking into that.
Ah, she'll be glad to hear it. The music crescendos. Ida Bomb hits a death drop. The entire building shakes. Cheers go up as Ida starts stomping down the stage, and yeah, she'll walk towards you, and or at least the bar for a drink.
Right, great performance as always. Can we borrow a car?
Yeah, that's kind of. I was gonna lead to that, Lively. We want to start with a little casual conversation, but yes, Ida, can we borrow a car?
Oh, Bleak, Hunty, I keep Lively around for a lot of things. Conversation's not one of them. She's good at her job. What kind of car you need, dear?
Well, we're going to Swan Song, so something durable would be great.
Hmm, you need something fast or something hard?
Hard,
You
Hard.
know, ready for...
preferably soundproof.
Ooh, you're giving me the shivers. Okay, I'll let you borrow my limo. And she will I think she pulls out this keychain with a set of fuzzy little die on them that are showing up double sixes to y'all for the goodness of it. And she hands them over. Lively, you've got permission to go and come as you please. Just go to the garage and show them the keys.
Great. We'll get back to you with some answers about what happened over there.
Oh, I do hope so. I would be ever so grateful. And whoever did this, I want to cleave them in two. Good luck.
Now the limo's kind of a little bit hard to get used to. Any chance we could get a driver too?
She, I think, her gloved hand, not a violation glove, lace and silk, strokes Bleak's face. He still towers like he is 6'8" outside of heels and wears stripper heels. So this is some NBA level height. And he strokes your cheek. Oh, Blake, you looking for a companion or a companion?
Kind with guns, maybe?
Sure, yeah, that's it.
Mmm, serving butch queen realness. Oh, let's see. Need a good drag name. So, let's see, we already got Lively. So, oh, I don't need a drag queen name. I need a drag serving butch realness. Hugo girl, and this not nearly as massive. I think it's someone who is a tank, stocky and built, comes out. Maybe 5'4", has a grenade tube with fire and forget on the side in a perfect calligraphy and glitter with a bandolier of grenades. And he looks at you both. Sup?
Hey, we're going to Swan Song, and, things might go wrong. We
Ah,
want, we want you to come with.
cool. Need me to drive? Good at
That'd
that.
be great.
Yeah.
Sweet. What we driving?
Ida Bomb's limo.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Grabs the keys and starts walking. Ida bomb. Yeah, and so with that, I think of you two walking out, we will cut back. Have it's been. I think it'll not be the exact time of you guys entering, but you can have puttered around a bit in Freehold, maybe shown shown up somewhere you'd like, or whatever you would like in this scene. So, where are you, and what are you doing, or do you want to prompt?
Well, I think we knew who. So the only thing that I may need to help with is we knew who they were after, right? I think
Cindy Baylor, the adopted sister of Baleful Yuan.
got it. So, do we know where she would be off the top of our head, or is this something, or do we have to have the scene where we figure out how to get to her?
If you just asked anyone on the street, they could point you out.
Okay, cool. So so wherever we park the thing, park the hovercraft or whatever.
Yeah, this is an old park. There is a huge greenhouse the size of the place where the patients were being kept in Silk Street. How there is like rampant growth everywhere else in Freehold, this is controlled, conscripted growth. This is growth with a meaning. And I think like there are a few gardeners walking about, and it looks like I don't think any of them are giving you bad looks. I mean, there are some people with guns just as impressive as Calliope's here. Not here at the
Sure.
garden, but in Freehold.
Yeah. Like I'm not super worried about anybody messing with this because they see us coming off of it all armed and stuff like that. So, I think we just want to go to where she lives.
Yeah, you ask about Cindy, someone will point you to the greenhouse, and inside you can hear lovely singing that my voice cannot do, and it seems to be coming from the back as you walk through just like all medicinal herbs, plants, molds, growing in this lovely greenhouse. You will find a very short goblin girl, maybe 4'8", decked out in classic finery and jewelry. One of her ears is slightly ripped.
So when you say goblin girl, you mean goblin?
Her picture is in the NPC. She is
got it. Cool.
Pink skinned and a goblin.
Oh, there she is. Cool. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk right up to her and I'm gonna say, "You're Cindy, yes?"
She stops. She's tending to this flower, spritzing it lightly with water. Mm-hmm. You ill?
No, I'm here because there is an agent from the American Empire who's going to come and try to kill you, and I'd like to kill them first, so I could use your help with that.
She stops. She looks over. You can see, unlike in the picture, there's a few light scars on her face from like she had been going through something tough to get here, and her eyes kind of squint. Who did they send after me?
Well, they seem to think you're important because it's the war dog himself.
Oh, they do think I'm dangerous. Maybe it was. Huh. I guess they don't like a doctor leaving their care.
I guess not. But look, I want to protect you. Mainly, I want to kill him. So, whatever help you can provide, you know your way around here. I don't.
Well, if he's coming to kill me, I don't think he's done his reconnaissance himself. Do you think he would have snuck in with allies?
I don't know. No one knows what he actually looks like. He can. I don't know. There's all kinds of stories about him. He's a ghost. He can look like whoever he wants to look like. He can turn invisible. I don't know. All I know is that he's going to rip your fucking face off.
Yeah, don't want that to happen. I'll help. Best place for rumors and gossip are the gutter. Um, if you want mercenary help, there's the tavern, and
I don't want help. Help means people that might be in it with him. I've got all the help I need, and I kind of just sort of snap my head over at Rat. And
she'll look over at Rat. Scrawny help.
yeah, you know what? They can drive, and if and once we flush him out, I want you out of here with them. And I, kind of hook my thumb over at Rat. And I kind of look at Rat, and I'm like, and I say, "You got it." As I say, and I point at her.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't take a whole lot of muscle to pull a trigger.
And Cindy shrugs. Well, I don't want to die. I want to be useful. So, should I stick with you?
Might be a good idea.
Yeah, because if he's here to get to you, eventually he's going to find you. So you're an escapee. How'd you get in?
Mainly with some help on one of the freedom trails. A lot of us goblins escaped. I was one of the few that made it.
So these freedom trails, people who run these things do it out of the goodness of their heart, or do they take jingle?
The apocalypse angels do it out of the goodness of their heart. Others are more mercenary. No offense.
No, none taken, because I'm an angel. But if there's people willing to bring people in, then that's an easy way to get in.
It is. Actually, there's someone you might want to talk to. I'll take you to him.
All right.
And she pockets a pair of shears and puts on a very thick garden apron for herself.
Mm-hmm.
And just walks off like she expects you to follow her.
Oh yeah, and I do.
Yeah, and she will lead you to this place in a garden where there is the equivalent of the apocalyptic jerk with an acoustic guitar, only it is a bard with an acoustic lute. And he is singing songs at this fountain. She's there. Hey, uh, uh, Johnny. Hey, Johnny. Reaches down, picks up a small stone, tosses at his head. Johnny. And he finally stops and looks over. He looks and this is a chart. As soon as you see his pupils dilate, Calliope, you know this is a charged situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna read him and see what's going on here. See what we got happening here. All right, and while we were out of the spotlight, I added the basic and auxiliary moves to our character keeper. So there's tabs for them now.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I'll add the battle moves when it's again when the spotlight is off. But so I'm going to this is read a person. All right, so I'm gonna be rolling plus sharp, which for me is +2, I think, right? Yep. Regular dice here. Oh, 3 + 2, that's only a 5.
Yeah, I will let you, if you'd like, you can ask your question before the worst happens.
Or yeah, what does this asshole intend to do?
He intends to book it to freedom.
Yeah, okay.
And you see him twist the lute From the neck, a short sword appears. You can't take me alive.
and like he pulls a short sword on me, and I laugh as I, shing, like I've got like a long sword that I just kind of do one of these and say, actually, I bet I can.
Do you want to go aggro?
Oh yeah. So like I, do a little flourish like with the sword, and just kind of take a step towards him, and say, it'll be really easy to take you alive. All I have to do is cut that arm off. I say, pointing at the arm that's holding the sword. I've got a doctor with me. She can tourniquet it. You'll live, and then I'll get what I want out of you. Or we can do this the easy way.
Ooh, go for it.
All right, so going aggro plus hard. So this +2. Well, that's a 7 + 2 gets me to a 9.
And let's say, Rat, do you want to help?
Yeah, sure. As soon as she like stops talking, I just like kind of punctuate it by shooting the fountain behind him. Like
Roll that history.
real close to his head.
I love it.
History 2, right? I believe that's 2, yeah. Okay. That's 12.
Yep, that you boost it to an 11. He drops the sword, falls to his knees. Please don't kill me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And I step forward and I grab the loot and I just smash it in a cacophonous, like, spray of strings and wood against the side of the fountain, and then like just kind of toss it aside. And I do that thing where I like hold the sword out and like put the point under his chin to like force his head up to look at me. And I say, I don't even know what you're apologizing for.
And his eyes look over to Cindy. She just shrugs. His eyes look over to Rat with the smoking gun. His eyes look up to you. You don't, but she, you, them, why did you throw a rock at me? And Cindy just claps. You weren't paying attention.
But we are now. So what are you sorry about? Sorry. What are you less sorry about than if you don't tell me what you're sorry about?
And he pulls out, he like slowly reaches behind his back, and like holds up his other hand, like no weapon, as you have the sword to his neck, and he pulls out a bag, drops it, and several coins with a broken eagle fall out, the American Empire currency. I was scared. He said he'd kill me or pay me.
So what are you supposed to do?
I gave him Clara's face.
Got it. Okay. And that's all? There's no plan? You're not supposed to tell him where she is or anything like that? Sell her out?
Cindy's right behind you. Clara's my expert gardener. She's been acting strange.
Oh, when you say, gave him her face.
He swallows and is crying.
Okay.
You can see that there was like wear from his. I think you're a sharp enough warrior that you can see that there was wear on the sword that was recent.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So, Okay. And I, pull the sword out, shing, like, and and put it back. Um, kind of stroke my chin. Say, and I turn and look at Rat, and I say, "There's got to be some way we can use this, right?"
Yeah. Are you thinking of a less obvious way than I am?
I don't know. What are you thinking?
I mean, I'm thinking we just go back to the greenhouse and shoot the gardener.
That actually is. I was thinking of something less obvious.
Thought you might be.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good. And I do that thing where I like turn and take 2 steps. I say, "Oh, wait, no." And then I turn back to the bard and and like 1 step, grab him by the shirt, spin him around, and then just dunk him in the fountain. And I'll let him thrash and splash the water and everything, but I'm just holding him under until he's not breathing anymore.
Roll Seize by Force to deal D-harm air.
All right. Yeah, I can do that.
I think this will be the final roll before a break.
I think you're probably right. Yeah. So seize by force.
That's hard.
Yep. 7 plus 2 gets me to 9.
That's 2 hold.
Yep.
So yeah, choosing inflict terrifying harm with D-harm just means that you inflict incredible D-harm, which is deprivation as the air.
Yep.
So
Yeah. So I will suffer a little harm from whatever flailing he's doing to like hit against me as I hold him down, and I'll inflict terrible harm. And I also, because I'm bloodthirsty, I inflict an additional harm on top of that.
yeah, so I think you, if I may retcon a tiny bit, you gut punched him to make sure he wasn't holding in air.
Sure. Yeah.
And then
that's fine.
Shoved him down. He reaches for a splinter of the loot, stabs at your armor. You take 0 harm.
Okay.
And there is you feel his body intake. There is a shake, another shake. There are no more shakes.
Okay. And then I haul him out, and kind of like am just like holding him by the collar, and I turn to the goblin, and I say, "What do you want me to do with him?"
I need compost.
And I say, "Cool," and I just chuck him over my shoulder.
Yeah, and you guys are heading back, and we will take a break until 15 after. I will see you all then. Okay, it's 16 after, and since Lively and Bleak are back, I was going to cut to their scene anyway. I have put the limo stats into chat. So that is the battle vehicle you guys are riding in, and I think we will cut to y'all pulling. I think y'all are about halfway to Swan Song, and you are driving around, and um, ooh, are any of you or either of you worried about anything going into Swan Song, or any of you concerned about things you may find on the way?
Um, not so much on the way, but definitely if whatever's there is causing people to still freak out. Or I guess it could be on the way too. But
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to act under fire. Either of you, whichever, if any of you, either of you have cool highlighted, it might be best. So yeah, which I think Bleak, since you spoke up, you can roll act under fire with your cool.
my -1 should do really well.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Yeah, you all are driving along the road, and there is. I think you guys are driving, and suddenly there is oh, there's a small explosion. Y'all have driven over a mine. The car takes 2 harm total thanks to its armor. And Hugo Girl begins trying to correct for the steering and everything that's going on. The car jumped like it had hydraulics, and but nearly flipped over, and it's Hugo doing all this weirdness. It's keeping it chained down. The car slams down when you guys are facing the horizon once again. There is a small platoon of American Empire soldiers.
Okay.
This will, for transparency, this is a 3 harm, 2 armor small unit. But the limo does have mounted machine guns. Unless you want to start reading this charge situation, either of you.
I think I am, because I'm not a fighter, so this is yeah.
Yeah.
Got a 14.
I would say feel free to read a situation or to keep an eye out. A tactical battle move. Both are used sharp.
I'm gonna try to read the situation.
That's perfectly fine. Ask your 3 immediately.
What's my best escape route or way out, I guess?
Your best way out of the fight, or
Yeah.
your best escape route is this is chains in. I think it'll be through there is this is in I'll set the scene now. You are in a sort of like the Mad Maxi-ish part of chains. I think there are with the urban decay, there are strip malls. There are like there is a Blockbuster here for because it has to be. And no, there's a sign that just says Hollywood, and the video has been knocked off. And but you are near the Rad Canyon, named, of course, for the radiation that is contained within from a weapon of the American Empire. It is sadly your best escape route.
Rad Canyon, because it's totally rad, dude.
You surf through it on those radio waves.
All right. Which enemy is most vulnerable to me?
Oh, psychically or physically?
Psychically.
Um, you see the commanding officer of this unit, and you've never seen her before. She looks to be about 18 or 19. You would not posit her in their second decade of life. She is obviously new and may not be the head commander of this unit, but she is right here.
Okay. And last question, who's in control here?
You see an ominous glint from one of the like this church tower. Uh, it's a sniper rifle. You're sure anyone, or it's a yeah, it's at least a sniper rifle. You're sure anyone who has that level of technology and is a not standing in the battlefield probably has command.
Well, Lively takes the time to read all that. They're American scum, so I'm gonna just start getting on that machine gun and shooting.
You seasoned by force,
Um,
or you think you're seasoned by? There's a seized by force is pretty much group battle. I think. Let me check the basic moves real quick. Yeah, because I this isn't single combat, so yeah, I'll say
okay, yeah.
seized by and are you and just to make sure, are you seizing their position, their lives, their tactics?
Um, let's go with lives.
Fine with me. This is an area weapon, so you count as a small gang as well with it.
What page is that on for seized by force? There it
It's
is.
yeah.
Um, that's hard.
Yep. You will get experience either way.
So that is going to be 7.
Hold two. And remember, if you take little harm, the car will take little harm.
Okay, so yeah, so I will take little harm and um, I guess inflict terrible harm.
Yeah, the guns roar, and from the army or the platoon, several guns light up. But there is a weird sound. It doesn't sound like a predator or anything primal, but it does sound like something's charging up. Lively, you know this is coming from uh, that church tower, but the bullets scatter the people. A lot of them, the ones that stand their ground to fire back, are mowed down. Y'all will take 2 harm, which the car soaks up with its armor. And Hugo Girl starts revving the engine. Should we go?
1 second, I'm going to do something dumb.
Okay.
I put the crown, the augury crown, on myself.
Ooh, bold move.
And I'm going to try to use augury to basically reach through the psychic maelstrom to the guy, the officer who seemed in charge of the American Empire thing, and try to like get some information or something.
The person who was weak to you?
Yeah.
Carry +1 forward.
All right, so I'm at a +3 total. Got a 9.
Okay. You get to choose your first option, then one other.
Let's see. I'm gonna reach through the psychic maelstrom to something that or someone connected to it. That's the guy who's vulnerable to me.
Oh, no,
And
that you oh yeah, what are you let's see first. What are you attempting to do?
Trying to like get some information, like what are his orders? What are the why was he sent out here?
Oh, are you going for the guy on the church tower, or the one who's leading the platoon that you saw?
The one who's leading the platoon.
Oh, that's a she. Just making sure.
Oh, sorry.
And okay, that's fine with me.
And for the other option, it'll persist for a while without me actively maintaining it.
Go ahead. And you reach into it, and you are touching her mind. Yeah, and I think you are seeing through her eyes. You're intimately connected.
In that case, I'm gonna try to use in-brain puppet strings to like sort of, Can I command her to tell me what she knows?
You would. I'm not sure you would be able to hear it. You can. I will say you can command her to. If she's leading the platoon, maybe she should lead the squad.
You know what? That sounds good. Yeah, I'll do that. Rolling for in-brain puppet strings. Got a 13.
Go for it. And I think isn't that an advance for you as well?
You're right. It is. So with I get to hold 3, and yeah, just implant that command.
Yep. And you can feel the resistance at first. You can feel the desire to be a good soldier. She's going to refuse your command. Are you going to spend your hold?
Yep. Uh, let's see. I guess I can't spend hold to force her to do it, so I might just spend 3 harm, the hold for 3 harm, and just
Yeah.
knock her down right now.
The sad thing is, this was not stable. There is bleeding, and the rest of the platoon and the platoon leader suddenly have no heads. The ground is a lot bloodier now. That keening sound in the air finally finishes, and you guys, everyone in the car's body hair begins standing on end. There is a phoom as this bolt of pure plasma plows into the limo. The limo is knocked over to the side. Enough damage will go through that you all, depending on your, take 3 harm minus your armor.
I did say it was stupid.
Yeah, and please roll 2d6 minus the actual harm you took after that, and let me know your results.
I thought it was plus the harm.
Oh yeah, plus the harm. I played Burned Over last month. Sorry.
I got a 14.
You're muted, Bleak.
2d6 plus the harm?
Yes.
Okay.
The harm you took, not the total harm.
Okay. I got a 4.
You're fine, Blake. I think Bleak goes out the sunroof and is not harmed at all. I'm going to be even nicer to Bleak. I'm going to choose an option from the 7 to 9 list, and you suffer 1 less harm. So subtract the harm you did take by 1, and I think but you're thrown out of the vehicle. You have lost your footing.
Okay.
And Lively, you it was not stable. It was not contained. You are living every last platoon member's final moment before their heads popped. You are panicked. And
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
So I would immediately run back to the car and try and pull
you've
them out, or
you've lost your footing. Please act under
shoot.
fire to get up in time to do it.
Act under fire is plus cool.
Yep.
That's a 3.
Yeah. You stand up, and the road. That's when the car continues to flip over. You duck out of the way, and the car has been it is now upside down, totaled, and smoke rising out of it. You hear the of the whatever plasma weapon charging up again.
Run for cover.
Yeah. Crawling out of the wreckage is Hugo Girl. Uh, Pulls out their grenade tube and aims at the church. There is a There is a the tower collapses. Another plasma charge flies off into the air. Clouds part for this blast, and Hugo Girl falls to his knees. He is not in good shape. Lively, you are upside down in a limo that is catching fire. You are reliving everyone's last pained memory. Please act under fire if you want to do anything.
Okay. I got an 8, and I'm going to try to just crawl out of the limo and just run for it. Nowhere in particular, just getting away from here.
I will say that since you are trying to get rid of the visions put in by the person weakest to you, you can take a +1 forward for a 9. And Bleak, if you want to help by showing a safe way to run, feel free to roll professional compassion to help.
Yes, and that's with my sharp. Okay, that'd be an 11.
Yeah, you get a 11 as well, then Lively, to escape.
Excellent.
Yeah. Hugo Girl is down, cannot run. The NPC, they have taken 2 harm, which is pretty bad for an NPC, and he is crawling. But with the tower having collapsed, you see someone limping out of it. There seems to be a big shard of wood in one of their legs, but they reach down, pull it out, and you Lively, Blake, actually, you're the one who notices the fact that there's no blood that gushes out. There should be from that wound. They're healing.
Creepy. I'm going to focus on Hugo, who is hurt, because that is my deal. So I'll just kind of look at him and notice it, and try to help out Hugo. You said they're in real bad shape?
For an NPC, yes. If they do not get medical attention, it's going to get much worse.
Okay, I'm going to try and... because I think I need time to use the angel kit, right?
You do.
So I'm going to just try and do the healing touch thing.
Roll that weird.
9.
Sweet. So you heal 1 harm, but you also opened your brain to the psychic maelstrom. So you have to. It generally means you have to roll that again. So.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Yeah, as Hugo heals some under your touch, the wounds knitting. Let's see. A good.
Hey, can I ask, since this is the first time we've actually seen that healing touch as such, like I want to know what that looks like. I mean, is there
Yeah.
like is he like pulling the flesh together and melting it back, or like is it some kind of empathy thing where he takes it on, or like,
is it like
what
that
does it look
X-Men
like?
2099 thing where you do the like the green hand touch?
What I was thinking is Bleak kind of touches him and his hand kind of spreads out really wide and it just seems to keep going and like push into his skin as it spreads out over the area, over wherever the harm is. And then it kind of just like sloughs off as he pulls his hand back out.
Ooh. Zemi C, I love it. And but you have failed, and ooh, I think that's when the other sound hits. Well, not from this far from Swan Song. So, do I just want to inflict? Sorry, this is a bit trouble with the.
No problem.
Yeah, I'll just. Oh, yeah. I think when you pull your hand back, there is a bit of. You take one harm to heal one harm.
Okay.
There is a feat, and so please roll 2d6 plus. It's AP, so 2d6 plus 1.
2d6 plus 1. 6.
Again, you do well, but I am slightly nice. Again, I will cancel that one harm as you don't. You now no longer notice that that other figure is drawing a shorter range weapon. Lively, you do.
Yeah, I try to tackle them, get, skin contact with a violation glove.
Oh, this will go well. Please roll to seize their form by force.
5.
And while I think on that hard move, we'll cut back to the garden. So yeah, Rat, Calliope, and Cindy are walking back to the garden.
And I'm just gonna like find a spot where I can dump this guy. And I say to her, I turn to Cindy and I go, I am not kidding. Once this starts, wherever you go, make sure I'm between you and him, and they will get you out of here. And I say, pointing to Rat. And as we are walking up to the, so is this like a greenhouse or like a hydroponic thing or something like that, or like a?
There's like a huge greenhouse. Like the garden itself is filled with non-medicinal plants and herbs, but
Yeah.
like there are like there's vegetables, fruits, all that kind of stuff. But like there are several gardeners in like same kind of apron that slash armor that Cindy's in. But
okay.
yeah, they're all walking about.
Sure. You know what? You know what I am not sure about here?
What?
I am not sure whether I am the cat or I am the mouse here.
Oh, that's lovely. Please roll your sharp, is it then?
It is sharp, yes, yeah. So this is a subterfuge move. Yep. When it's not certain whether you're the cat or the mouse. Well, I think it is objectively not certain right now whether I am the cat or the mouse. So I'm going to go ahead and roll plus sharp. I got a 6 plus 2 gets me to an
8.
An 8, yes. So let's see.
You decide which one you are.
On a hit, I decide which one I am. Oh, I'm the cat. I'm the cat. They don't know. I think that we've like that we've got cottoned on to them. So
Yeah, and I will ask Rat before you go on. Do you want to do a tactical and support move of keep an eye out for what's coming?
Yeah, I probably should do that, huh?
Please roll sharp.
Okay.
well, okay. So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess keep an eye out to warn me is yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
just
that
giving
makes sense. Yeah.
just giving them hold.
Okay.
All right. Plus sharp.
Mm-hmm.
12.
You hold 3. This is on. I think it's in the battle moves tab now, and
It's under
if you
tactical and support moves.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's also on page 29 of the ref book. So
Okay. Cool.
yeah, just
Uh,
make sure you know what you can do and keep
that's what I'm looking for right now.
yeah. But yeah, so roll your cool Calliope.
All right. So cool is +1 for me. So that's a 6 plus 1 is 7. All
Awesome.
right. So give me just a sec. Let me pop that experience point there that I got for rolling cool. And okay. On a hit, you catch your prey out. On a 7-9, you've had to follow them where they want to go. They say where.
Yeah, so I think you guys walk through the gardens, and Cindy's going about trying to act normal. You know, like, where's Clara? I need to talk to her. We need to have some talk. And apparently, Clara got spooked when, this is another guy, but Clara seemed to get spooked when they saw them, and they point to Rat. And Clara uh, Clara went that way, and you keep following as time goes on. You're like just walking throughout Freehold. You end up at this place that like Cindy is bristling as you get sort of the outskirts of Freehold.
So
And
if so kind of as we're getting there and it's clear that she's getting nervous, and like it looks like it's probably going to pop off any minute here, I want to stand overwatch on Cindy.
yeah, let me first say
Oh,
you
sure,
can
go
do,
ahead.
but
Yes, yeah.
you end up at the, like, as I said, there were broken skyscrapers. This is the tallest one, but it has no growth on it. It is just pure decay, and nothing within a 30-meter radius is growing near here. It is all death and decay. And Cindy will let you know that this is this is no man's land, literally. But yeah, now stand overwatch.
Yeah, cool. So roll plus cool. 8 and 2 is 10.
Sweet.
So on a hit, if anyone attacks or interferes, I attack them and inflict harm as established.
Well, your cool's 1.
Oh, that was cool. Oh, sorry. So that's a 9. So 7 and 9.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is a move where you do roll hard for stand overwatch for the gun lunger.
Yep. Nope. That's cool.
Still,
Yep.
mark your
Nope.
pip.
Yeah,
And,
I'll take the XP.
and you feel free to hold on to your advancement until the battle starts if you'd like to do that.
Yep.
But yeah, that is good. And let me make sure I know exactly what you. Okay, yeah. So, what weapon are you using to stand overwatch?
Oh, the sword.
I will. Yeah. So as you are walking forward, Cindy's getting on edge, and I think Rat, you know that this is probably due. You know, she's a gardener. She likes life. This is antithetical to her. This place, and Cindy will let you know, like, no one's supposed to be here. This is off limits to everyone.
Why?
It's where Baylor's last stand was. He cursed the American Empire with death. This is his pyre.
Okay, could we maybe translate that into reality?
A powerful meta unleashed the raw might he had on an American Empire army and leveled them and himself. This is psychic badness.
Good to know. That's all you had to say.
Yeah. Cindy squints at you with her gleaming golden eyes. But
Sorry, I just I don't take well to the cryptic curses and religion talk. Don't trust it.
It's not religion, it's power.
Which, yes, she made clear.
And as you all, who is going first into this dead area?
So in my head, I'm picture this as being like all rubble and lots of enclosed close spaces and stuff like that. Am I understanding that correctly?
Inside is basically like the Fallout Tower in Fallout 4 where you find Stronghold.
Got it. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So so I'm gonna go first.
Hey, just to make this even better, please act under fire.
Oh man, for why for? Okay. Or will I find? I'll find out after I roll. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm good on that. So act under fire is cool.
Cool. Yeah.
So that's that. That gives me that is only a 6. I could use some help.
Yeah.
You can use one of your stand Overwatch holds to give them an immediate +1.
Oh, cool.
I'm not doing stand Overwatch.
No, stand. Keep an eye out.
Okay, sure. Yes, I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. You will have to. Okay. You can either go through the back, Calliope, which is obviously what Confund wants, because the front is littered with tripwires and mines. Or you can risk it.
Man. You know what? I'm going to stare at it. And I'm going to just kind of reach around behind my head. And I'm going to like pull off the band that I have around those snakes. And they all kind of rise up and writhe and start to, and like their mouths open and like their tongues lick at the wind and stuff like this and everything. And like their nostrils flare. And I'm going to open my brain to the psychic maelstrom. But because I'm in battle, I can do that with hard.
You definitely are in battle.
Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to see if I can get some kind of insight into what's going on here. So let's see what we got here. Oh, that's an 11 plus 2 is 13. So,
this
yeah.
is too tactical. You know, battle. He's been setting up here for too long. This is his turf. If you don't go through if you go through the front, you know he's not prepared that beyond the tripwires.
All right. Yeah, so I think I cracked my neck, and I turn and I look at them and I say, we're gonna come, you know, and I don't say anything. I just like do one of these, and I kind of like wave my hand a little bit to like get Rat to step back a bit. And then I like wave it to get them to step back a little more. And I say, if this works, be ready to come in right after me. Yeah.
Cindy's with Rat.
And I'll get in there, and I'm gonna see if I can make my way through the security here. And if you want to cut away from us to go back to the other thing, that seems like a fine place to.
I know
unless you know exactly what's going to
The
happen.
hard move now, though.
Oh, okay.
That's great
Sure.
timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you grapple this person lively, or try to, he turns and grabs you by the neck. You shouldn't be here. His mind opens like yours does, and you're sucked through it like you suck things through it. Feel free if I'm gonna suck in Bleak and Hugo, if that's okay, as well. And Calliope, a grand, weird portal opens up. Lively, Bleak, and a Vogue Danseur are thrown out at your side. Most of them looking pretty worse for wear. You all are together.
Did they set off all of those tripwires?
I'm not that mean.
Okay.
No, they're right beside Calliope. They don't know about the tripwires, but they're right beside Calliope. You're muted.
Yeah, and I think that's like, and whoever is closest to me, like, you know, whooshing, like has the sword like up under their throat, like, you know, and like, you know, my teeth are gritted, and like my, you know, you see like the cords in my arm. And I point it lively. I'm like, don't do that.
This time it mostly wasn't me.
Okay, well, since you're here, maybe you can make yourself useful.
Where the hell are we? And get your sword away from my face.
We're going after the Warhound. He's here because he wants to kill her, and I hook my finger, you know, thumb over my shoulder at the goblin, and I say, "You'd like her. She's a doctor."
Yeah, I know.
Oh. And I kind of like raise an eyebrow, and I like look at Bleak, and then I look back at her, and kind of like with a quizzical.
We get supplies from each other.
Oh, supplies.
Yeah, you know, medical. You know.
And I wink at him. Got it.
Hugo girl does a tongue click.
And I kind of, you know, and I just sort of use my sword like it's a pointer, right? And I kind of go tripwire, you know, infrared eye beam. That's a claymore mine right there. That's I don't even know what that is. Some kind of energy discharge? I don't know. But if we can get through all this, we can take him when he's not expecting it. You're good with your hands, I said to Bleak.
What was that?
You're good with your hands.
I am. What do you need?
Keep all this from blowing up.
Oh.
So that I can go cut his head off.
I used to be a soldier. That was a long time ago. I don't do so well with these anymore.
So why are you even here?
Because I got sucked through the psychic maelstrom?
So
not like I chose to be.
So the asshole in there is gonna kill your friend. He's gonna rip her fucking face off and show it to her before she dies. Do you want that to happen?
No.
Then and I make a all of this gesture, pointing at the booby traps.
What do you want me to do about it?
Cindy throws her arms up in the air, pulls out her shears. I'll fucking do it. And it's like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die on my own damn terms. And starts walking towards the tripwires unless anyone stops her.
Yeah, I'll stop her.
What?
Do you actually know what you're doing?
Hell no! I'm a doctor.
Okay, yeah, maybe no then. I was hoping there for 1 second, but
We can't always get that lucky. And then Hugo pipes up. I'm the Vogue Dancier's explosives expert. I can do it with the
that's
shears.
what I'm talking about.
What the fuck? Then yes.
Sorry, I got thrown in the limo. Hand me the shears. And puts like just the correct amount of pressure, and you can just walk through as takes down the tripwires.
And while he's doing that, I like turn to Lively, and I just have this like shit-eating grin on my face, and I point at her and I go, "You crashed the limo, didn't you? You are so fucked."
I don't think I'm going back. I think I live here now.
If you crashed a limo, yeah, you sure do.
And Hugo is making his way through the field. I think like we see like the Cambodian, especially just like digging up mines with his bare hands, knowing exactly how much pressure to put on them, just like flinging them into, disarming them, flinging them into a backpack for later use. And yeah, you all make it into Baylor's Pyre. And I think this is a good time for the final break. Let's come back at 8 after the hour and see if we can hunt down this bastard. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. So yeah, as we enter Baelor's Pyre, it is a tarnished skyscraper. Like you can, those in the know would probably notice it as some kind of old law firm, maybe to Ozrock, and Ozrock. And around are so many files and broken contracts, and I think even an old kind of symbol scratched into the floor. Yes, Rat?
Yeah, I would like to open my brain to the psychic maelstrom.
Oh, please do.
7 plus 2, 9.
Okay, and does anyone want to be offering?
Oh, wait, is that the first? That's not the first roll I've made. Never mind. Okay. I
Mark
realized I
experience
had a
for it.
+1 forward from last time that I hadn't
Yes,
used. But
yeah, then you get a 10.
okay,
And I forgot
cool.
Calliope also has a +1 forward, just a standard one. Yeah, from the intimacy move.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so yeah, you get a 10 mark experience, and I want to know if you're going to choose any of the special no one moves, because this could, or special no one
Right, I forgot about
advances.
this. Let me see. Oh, for the advance. Yeah, I think I am. Let me look at it. Yeah, I wanna choose luck potential.
Oh, glorious.
I probably should not have chosen that, but hey.
Okay, seeing as most of this is from Brainer or Angels, do you mind if I also look at the Savvy Head and like other weird centric
Sure,
moves?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but I think the vision is this blonde, severe-looking woman, and if you've seen Ozrock before, if those in the New Gauntlet comics know exactly who I'm referring to.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I will link you to her page as well soon, but she is with ignore Wonder Woman and Batman in this picture, but she is with this towering, makes Ida Bomb look tiny even in high heels.
Okay.
And this is, you know it immediately as Baelor. And this woman is like scribing the symbol into that's on the floor into it, and Baelor is like talking to her about like it's a lot of legalese and jargon, but you're parsing through this. So it was like, and the final thing is, if I let it loose, everything will like this place will be forever changed, but something you learn, but oh yeah, you see the conversation between them. You see the contract signed to augment his powers beyond even his wildest dreams. That will be eventually be the death of him. But you see Ozrock end up after the symbol is scribed in. She doesn't use it. Baelor does. She walks away through a secret. She walks out through a secret door that you now know of,
Excellent.
and or a secret elevator, perhaps. No, there's no power yet. Secret door to stairs or something.
Okay.
And but I think she stops and looks back, and she's not looking back at Baelor. She's looking back at you,
Huh.
and she grins, and you realize, and then she winks at you, and you feel a cage in your brain unlock. And I am going to give you the moves. Um, hmm. Uh, I am going to give you the move Bone Feel.
Cool. I like bone
And
feel.
let me check these other moves. Let me open up the augmented, the extra playbooks as well for some extra weird moves. See, a lock potential. Feel free to not take this one if you don't want. But would you like step into the flow as well?
What is that
The
one? I
water
haven't seen that
bearer.
one. It's the water bearer. Let me look at it. Oh, right. Water bearer is in a different.
Yeah, it's
Water bearer. When you lead a group in true ceremony. I mean, I don't see myself ever using that, but it doesn't hurt anything to take it.
Okay, if you're not going to use, I want you. Oh no, you also get the mother's heartbeat from the child thing.
Okay. Let me see where that is. It's in here.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
in that.
same booklet. Mother child thing. Mother's heartbeat. When you withdraw into the world, psychic maelstrom. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that I can see using.
Okay.
Probably accidentally using it.
And Ozrock whispers. First one's on the house. Come see me if you ever need anything. And the vision ends.
I love the idea that your first consultation is free.
Yes.
It's such a lawyerly thing. It's like, we'll just sit
Uh-huh.
down and talk, determine the nature of the services that you might need, no charge. That's, yeah.
And she walks into that secret passage, but now you're staring at the wall, and you saw how to open it. You're not even sure Comp Foon knows about it.
Well, I will definitely point it out to the others. So they know about it.
Okay. So, yeah. Why don't you guys go that way? And I'll just come at him the normal way, and then you'll be there to cut off any escape, or come out and lend a hand when I need it.
Cindy pipes up. Do I stay with them or you?
Stay with them. There's more of them.
Yeah. Hugo grabs your hand in a strong, firm grip. There is something in there, and as he pulls away, you have a grenade.
Okay.
It's on the Gunlugger playbook for you to look at the stats, but yeah.
Yeah, cool. I wink at him.
Blushes a little.
And and I say, wait for my signal. And then go walking around the corner.
Yeah, so I want to I think like the secret passage is really safe. It's safe. It just takes a lot of stairway walking. So I think I'm going to focus on Calliope if that's okay with everyone. Yeah, Calliope, you're walking through offices. You're walking through like the secretary's office where the guards used to stay. It's everything here is blasted and burned or charred or broken, and you go up through the offices and you can see you find a campsite unmanned, obviously where Confund had been staying, and I think you find it's very desolate, but you do find a large wooden box that obviously holds things. What do you do?
Yeah, I like I look at that box, and I just shake my head like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna, like to whomever is watching, like, yeah, I'm not that.
The office moment of looking at the camera.
Exactly. I wasn't born yesterday. So I kind of look at the box, yeah, look around the room, and so like, did I come in through the only way to get into this room, or are there other ways?
You did not come through the only way. There is, like, you see another exit off, like, that he did not. This is his safe space. He tried to block it off because this is where he had been. Like, he's not here, but you can tell he's
Sure.
probably
Okay.
close.
Got it. All right. So yeah, I'll just I look around. Oh, are there any weapons or anything around here, like kind of obvious, sitting out or anything like that?
There are lots of unactivated explosives, but mostly mines and tripwires.
Oh wow.
Means
Okay.
whatever weapons he had, well, you scared him enough that whatever weapons he has on him are like, personal combat weapons are probably on him.
Okay, cool. So then I'm just gonna kind of walk to that other door that leads out of the room, and teeth in the pin, chink, toss that into the pile of explosives, and run.
Okay.
I just want to get his attention.
Yeah, the explosion goes off. It rocks the tower glass, and detritus rain down upon the dead zone in Freehold. Everyone in the secret passage, it shakes and trembles. Pieces of stairs and railing fall. The battle has begun. And I think, you catch Kampfhund where he wants, but you're running through the hallways now. You know the hunt is on Calliope, and that's when you can taste it from your snakes: sadness, angst, terror. Someone's scared, someone's hopeless. You hear the crying. You head toward it.
Um. Oh. No. I stop. I come to a stop. And I kneel down and, like, crying, huh? And I want to read this situation before I go charging in here. Yeah. So let's see what we got here. So that is plus sharp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's see what we got happening.
Bad. No one can help you if this goes bad.
It did not. I got an 11.
Perfect. Ask 3.
What should I be on the lookout for?
A new disguise. A new ruse.
Yeah, okay. All right. What's my enemy's true position?
Be in the main office. Right nearby.
Got it. And what's my best way into that office that he's in?
Kicking down the damn door.
Got it. Just go right in. Okay. So yep. And is that where the whining is coming from? It is. Okay, cool. So like I wasn't sure whether that was like just, like trying to lure me in or whatever. And it is, but that is where he is. So okay. Yeah. Come around the corner and like you say, kick the damn door in.
Yeah, inside is an elderly man crying and trembling. I'm lost. He kidnapped me. He's going to take my face.
And I say, I don't think so. And I bring the shotgun up and pull the trigger, but I haven't jacked around in. So it's a fake out to see if he like dives out of the way or something like that.
He screams and covers his face. He does not dive out of the way.
Okay. Um, uh, so I say, okay, face down. Where is he?
He gets down. He's he's in the basement.
Uh, oh man. So I know, and I say, um, okay, you wait here. I'll come back for you. I say,
Take me
and
with you.
no, you can wait here. And I turn my back to walk out of the room. But I'm ready to get jumped on or something like that, or shot at.
Yeah. The Ozrock's secret door to the office opens. Which one of the others was the first one on the trip up the stairs?
I think it was me.
Okay, Rat, you see a let me hopefully quickly grab this. But you see the old man pull this out from behind his back. And you're right behind him. And he's the only other person in there is Calliope.
Well, obviously I'm going to shoot him.
Yep. Please, you're suckering someone, but you can miss.
Sure.
Please roll hard.
Okay. Yep, my hard is a -1, so this is gonna go great. 6.
I'm gonna help.
Good.
I'm about to say, Bleak, do you want to help with professional compassion? Since I think Calliope's back is turned.
Yeah, absolutely. So, seeing Rat about to shoot him, I will. I don't know.
Like maybe like you reach up and just
Yeah.
move their hand like slightly left.
Yeah, just. I was thinking that, but it seemed kind of cheesy. But I like it.
This is a comic. Cheesy is fine.
13.
Here. Okay, yeah, so you get an 8, and seeing as the only thing you can do is suck it up, and there is a blast, Calliope. And what move did you take, Calliope, just to make sure?
I took the quarantine move where when I help somebody in battle, it's an automatic 10+.
Ooh, good. Okay, I will keep that in mind. So, the old man explodes into tatters of skin and clothing. There is nothing standing there at the moment. And a shadow is stretching out, trying to come towards Rat and Bleak.
I think I'm looking at my gun like, what the hell kind of gun did you give me?
The shadow's trying to. It looks like it's going to dodge through Rat and Bleak's going for Cindy.
Can we see this, or is this
everyone can see it, and Calliope can see this through their snakes.
Yeah, I'm gonna like dive and like bring Cindy down and like shield her from the shadow.
Yeah. Do you want to maybe spend one of your hold just in case to make her take one less harm?
Yes, I would love to do that.
Well,
someone's standing Overwatch.
Yeah, I was going to ask if this triggered my Overwatch. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so I think you're standing Overwatch with your sword. You immediately bring it out and jam it into the shadow before it stretches too long. Where the skin exploded, the shadow screams. And have you ever heard Confluent speak, Calliope?
Nope. Like I said, it's like he's a boogeyman.
This is a terrifying howl and a blood-curdling scream. With Since you stand overwatch, you just inflict your harm, but +1 because you're blood crazed. He will take a 2 harm total with that armor he has, and uh, he the shadow forms up into what the comp wound looks like in the picture. This scarred, obviously worked on. Now that you've stabbed him, bleeding oil and nanites, maybe a bit of other weird fluids, as he is reaching for the sword. What does yeah, Lively? What are you up to?
Uh, Last time I tried to get clever, I destroyed Ida Bomb's limo, so I think I'm mostly like hanging back. Uh, yeah, I'm not a fighter. This is not my forte.
Do you want to stand overwatch over anyone now? That's what's cool.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah, who were you protecting and with what?
Uh, Bleak, and I've got a bunch of knives on me, so maybe
That works.
yeah. Oh, I got a 10.
Okay, so you get to choose one option from the stand overwatch list.
Uh, I'm gonna inflict harm before they can carry out their attack or interference.
Okay, as you're standing overwatch for Bleak, Confluent reaches for the sword, grabs it, and Clivey, this is a magical storied sword, correct?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, this is a monster hunting sword that goes back generations. Like this is a sword that has killed um, vampires and werewolves and like a sphinx and stuff like this. So yeah, oh yeah, yeah. This is
Yeah,
hardcore.
he grips the edges and like his hands begin to bleed that fluid, but he draws the death out of the sword. He is now one of the vampires that this sword has slain.
Oh my god.
Bleak?
Um, does he like pop up as a vampire or?
Yeah, like
Okay.
he is no longer pierced by the sword. He is standing up in front of Calliope with looking like a neck lord from Suikoden.
So you know what I think he looks like is
Ooh.
there was an Allied Angels game where Maddie Midnight um, killed her uncle who had been turned into her uncle who was a monster hunter from the Midnight Legacy who had been turned into a vampire by the Nazis and was like a Nazi vampire. So like he's total like black leather coat, SS hat, the whole 9 yards, but pale face with the fangs and all that stuff. So
That's fine with us. Well, me, I mean, sorry. Yeah, and but yeah, there is a classic American Empire vampire.
Um, can I just for the moment? I just kind of want to keep an eye for what's coming.
Okay, yeah. You just keep an eye out. Roll sharp.
Just because I don't know. So that'll be a 10.
Hold 3. Yeah, and I think you notice it, you hear that, you feel that same energy as the plasma rifle. You know he's charging up for something.
Um, yeah, I'm going to. They already got your attention, so I'm gonna give. Man, I don't know.
I think you can hear where this sound is coming from, though. You know where his engine is. You can tell them where to strike.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'll tell Calliope, hit him now.
Yeah, like points directly to like the American Empire logo on obviously the heart of the jacket. It's a vampire after all. And Calliope, you have a moment, and if you do this, you will take I think you spent one hold to you can yeah, you will take +1 forward if you attack Confund.
Yeah. So, I mean, is this the point where I just lay into him and he and I are in single combat now?
Exactly.
Okay. When you do single combat with someone, no quarters, exchange harm, but first roll plus hard. And I got an extra +1. Oh, that 9 plus 3 is going to get me to 12. So that's
You
nice.
get both. You inflict terrible harm, so you're inflicting +2 harm, and you suffer little harm.
That is correct.
So how does this look? Do you jam the sword into the heart? Do you cleave?
Oh, no. Like, if what I need to do is to cut the heart, then I like reach out with one hand and just grab him around the neck so he can't go anywhere. And then the sword just comes up and teeth grunting, kind of and the snakes are all hissing and spitting in his face. I'm gonna get to the heart to make sure. Because if you just poke at it, you might miss. But if you start at the shoulder and cut all the way down through, then you won't miss. So
perfect. He screams, and the power explodes like you've cut through a tripwire. Even with your armor, you will take 2 harm.
So total of 4, and I'm taking 2.
No, total of 5. You're taking 2 because you took
that's right.
Less harm.
Yeah, less harm. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna need to make the move, right?
Yeah,
the
2d6 plus 2.
Cool. All right. So let's see what we got happening here. That is a 6 plus 2 is an 8.
I think.
Is this just? I mean, is he just kind of electrocuting me? Like I'm just feeling like I'm getting zapped.
It's a plasma energy. It's like you're being burned on the inside.
Got it. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's channeling through the sword.
That's cool. I've fought hellhounds. I can take that.
I think you're going to lose hold of something. He brought the death out of the sword. You see a shadow escape the sword. It doesn't stay to aid Confund, though. As he falls to the ground, he is dying. He did have better health due to his custom move, but his life is almost untenable. You can question him, you can take his head, but he cannot act anymore.
So, let me just take a quick gander at the move here. Oh, we're not in combat anymore, right? Like
he cannot do combat anymore.
Okay, so he has submitted to my mercy, is what's going on, right?
He pretty much that's all he can do.
Okay, got it. So, I kind of roll forward, slam him down into the ground, knee on his chest, and I say, "Lively, get out here with that glove."
I rush in.
Take whatever you can get.
All right then.
Did you take deep brain scan, Lively?
You know what? I was gonna take frenzy, but I think I'll change that to deep brain scan.
Oh, lovely.
All right, so I roll plus weird.
Yes.
12.
And I say, I don't need him. You can empty him right out.
Ask 3. Unless someone wants to spend one of their keep an eye out to give Lively +1 hold to ask 4.
I have a keep an eye out left. So absolutely.
Ask them all, Lively.
In what ways are your character's mind and soul vulnerable?
His soul is vulnerable if he is killed by Calliope's sword.
Okay. What was your character's lowest moment?
Ooh. When, I think I'll say lowest as in most ethically low. When he brought the secret weapon into Swan Song.
What are your character's secret pains?
Um, that that he had to literally learn that the American Empire taught him to use his face stealing power on his family.
Ouch, okay. And I think that's all the questions I'm going to ask.
Oh. Though
And
you do. Go ahead.
I turn to Lively and I say, did you get what you needed?
I think so.
All right. And so then, whunk, off of his head.
Yeah. The power dies and his eyes go very dead. And you have the most expensive head in Chain's End. You may trade in this head for 8 barter.
I'm going to do that.
And I think we will cut as you are leaving the dead zone with that huge explosion. There is a large all the knights of the Fomorian court are arrayed, and baleful Yuan is there, his star sapphire eye gleaming, his mithril arm like a Furiosa replica strapped to his left side, a bold spear in his flesh hand as he looks at you all with fierceness in his eyes, and Cindy begins walking forward. But what do you all do when you are faced with the Fomorian court?
And I just hold the head up.
Well, I'm gonna go start up the car. Come on.
Yuan looks at the head and looks at Cindy. Cindy points. Confound. There is a moment. Cheers echo throughout the hold. And I think I don't think we're going to top that. So I think trade the head for 8 barter, and that is the end of the session. So yeah, I think for the end of session move, we'll go in.
So Rat, you get 4 and I get 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Not gonna argue with it. It seems more evenly split than it should be, but I'm not gonna argue with it.
Yeah, and Bleak, Cindy is going to actually give you some supplies. Gain 4 stock. You saved
excellent.
your life afterwards. I mean, anyway, and you're going to need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go in reverse character keeper order today. Bleak, who knows you better?
So either lively or maybe a little bit of calliope.
I mean, you pointed out Comphoon's weakness to Calliope.
Let's say calliope.
Calliope, does that take you to 4? So no, that takes you to -1.
It takes me to -1.
Yeah, so Calliope, who knows you better?
I think, like, definitely Rat. They and I were, kind of together through that whole thing, and they saw me drown a guy and stuff like that. So, I think I think they have some like sense of how direct I am that maybe they didn't before. But you know what? You know why they know me better? Is because I split the take right down the middle with them.
Like you said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which they seemed surprised by, even though they earned it. So
Yeah, Rat, who knows you better?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be Calliope.
That will put you to 4 Calliope and
yeah, sure will.
1 and mark experience.
So I reset to 1 right now to
Yeah,
0.
positives
Okay,
reset
cool.
to 1, negative
it.
reset to 0.
Okay.
And Lively, who knows you better?
I think it's Bleak. He was there when I totaled the car.
And made a cat talk.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. I'm still holding 1 on those visions, so that will be fun. So yeah, I am going to stop the stream. Goodbye, all, and I will do the debrief after that.